When I read this story, I couldn't believe the end result because we're talking about someone who had good intentions, but some believe he did the wrong thing.
26-year-old Joe Morisi spent 8 years in the military, serving a tour in Afghanistan. Those years of training were put to use when 2 suspects tried to rob the CVS store he ran. One of the intruders had this screwdriver. Morisi disarmed him, then pinned the other suspect against the doors.
I didn't act in the way CVS wanted, but, I acted in the way that I felt was right.
Morisi was fired.
Wow.
So we've discussed these vigilante scenarios before. I read the story, I thought, man, this guy is the man. Stopping a robbery, etc. But getting fired afterwards, I suppose, reading the circumstances, I can understand why. Explain.
Well, essentially, the store has an obligation to protect all of its employees. And one thing this guy did, he locked the door and therefore locked the employees in the store with the criminals. And he didn't know if the criminals had a gun or not or some other kind of weapon. And thank God this story ended well and no one was injured. But can you imagine being locked in a store with potentially armed robbers? This could have ended very badly, and thank goodness it didn't. And the store's got to send a message to employees. Don't take these situations into your own hand, particularly if you're going to endanger the lives of others. So as you said, Travis, we've seen this in other cases where these Good Samaritans, they mean well, but you have to be careful because you can also do something that endangers others.
So what would you do, though? So he did all the right things, told the cashiers to call 911. He actually helped an elderly man out of the store, so all customers were out of the store. Of course, I'm sure he's thinking the only people left in this store are employees and these robbers. And so thinking on his feet, so it's not criminal what he did. You're just saying it was
against the store's policy.
Okay.
So he hasn't been charged. He was just fired. But the good news is he's gotten tons of job offers and people have come to his rescue. He's a hero.
We did get a statement from CVS. We respect and admire Mr. Morisi's service to our country. However, his decision to disable the power to our front entrance doors when the robbery suspects were trying to leave the store endangered our customers and employees and led to our decision to separate him from the company. Look, it is what it is. We live in a day and time where you have to think so much before you act. Because, wait a minute, this is what I want to do, but, well, no, I'm going to get sued, or, I mean, what happened to the old school days where just you went with your gut instincts and everything worked out? Man, it really is. In the heat of the moment, like, no, I shouldn't disable the door. Should I let them go? Should I not let them go? What should I do?
And on top of that,
you're bashing.
No, on top of that, everything's going to be recorded on somebody's phone.
It is the fact that sometimes what we would have considered the right thing to do 20 years ago is no longer the right thing to do. I'm not saying whether it's good or bad. I'm just saying a lot goes through a person's mind now. What's the right thing to do? And I don't know that we always know.